Alright, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about another light for my friends over at Gaciron, the Xiaoman 1000. But before we get into today's video, if you are new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content on this channel. So like I said, today we're looking at another bike light for my friends at Gaciron, the Xiaoman 1000. Now, I've mentioned this in a previous video that it seems like nowadays 1,000 lumens is pretty much the standard for bike lights. 1,000 lumens is kind of the bare minimum you should have. Anything lower than that, you probably shouldn't be riding at night. 1,000 lumens gives you plenty of light to be able to see wherever you need to see. And, you know, I feel like this light definitely fits the bill. So coming from me, I reviewed a few of their 1,000 lumen lights now. And when they reached out to me and said, hey, I want to send you, the new Xiaoman 1000, I kind of went, I've already done 1,000 lumen lights. What's different with the Xiaoman 1000? And it wasn't until I got the box and really started looking into it that I kind of was like, oh, this is a little bit different than just a bike light. On the front of the box here, it says 5 designs in 1. Multifunctional bike front light. It says professional front bike light, flashlight, camping light, quick charge power bank, and a desk lamp. And I go, okay, we got a little bit different stuff going on this time. So, looking at it just normally, it looks just like any kind of other bike light, that I've tested out for them. Looks pretty standard to them. Has a cool Xiaoman little logo here. Pretty neat kind of design there. Good looking light on here that actually has, I just noticed that, has the cat face as kind of the drop for where the light is. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that till right now when I was looking at it. That's really cool. So, pretty standard bike light, power on and off up at the top. Pretty neat. Has that. Has the flashing modes, of course. So, has basic bike light functions here. We'll talk more about kind of the power output on it here in a second. I'll show you guys how it all looks at night. When you get this light, instead of this little black piece on the top, it just comes with a little cover that covers up the top little bracket there and makes it so it looks really sleek. This little black bracket here is what you use if you want to attach it to a bike. Pretty easy to put on. They include all the tools. You get a little Torx key that comes with the kit and a little screwdriver to pop the cover on and off. Really easy. I've done this on all their lights because I like to flip it back and forth. In this case, there's just one mount right up on the top, which honestly, that's kind of where most people are running them, kind of down below underneath their computer mount. So running it this way, really simple, really easy. So I went ahead and installed that just because it's a simple thing. And yeah, we're going to use this as a bike light. And really for me, that doesn't get in the way. It doesn't bug me at all. With that, USB-C chargeable, of course, USB-C right on the side, easy to charge. You can use this light while it is charging. Kind of cool. This thing will go up to, I believe it's medium brightness while it's charging. Kind of interesting. I actually tested that because I read that in the manual and said, I don't think I've ever done that with another bike light. This guy does work while charging. Pretty cool. Works towards that kind of desk lamp, multi-purpose kind of use to it. Now, something that's a little different this bike light has is it has a cord built into the bottom. And if we go ahead and we pop this cord off, that is a USB-C cord right there. That's right, this guy works as a power bank. I don't think I've seen a bike light that has a built-in power cord to work as a power bank before. This has it all built in. Honestly, it's in here pretty securely. It fits right up into that bottom groove there, and you kind of got to grab both sides and pull it out to get it out. So it's kind of neat. Power bank built in. Charge your phone, charge your bike computer, whatever you need to charge off your bike light. And it's got the cord built in to charge whatever you need to. Pretty cool. So this guy has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in here. So it's not the biggest power bank, but it definitely will charge something if you need it to charge. And then the output on here, 5 volts, 2 amp hours, 9 volts, 2 amp hours on this guy. So pretty easy to charge it. The light itself charges in about 3 hours. Kind of nice and simple. All built in there. Pretty cool. Honestly, that's built into there. Now, when I first got this, I was looking through the box of what all they give you. And I'm kind of used to them giving some different accessories in here because that's just the way to do it. I always enjoy their lights. They work really good quality stuff. And they have some accessories in here that kind of threw me off a little bit. And it's these two little guys right here. And I was kind of looking at them like, what the heck do these things do? I don't know what these are for. And so I kind of started trying to put them on places. And I'm like, okay, well, they fit the body of the light. Then I went and looked online and I found out they go on the light side of this. And then they pop out all the way, like so. And then when you turn it on, it makes it into a little lantern. What? I never would have thought of that. These are made, like I said, multi-purpose. Made so you can set this guy up onto like a desk. You can just set this guy right up onto a desk, and it sits like that for kind of a night light, daytime light, whatever. And of course, as you change your light output to brighter and brighter, oh, to the brightest, that guy is freaking bright. That's dim. So you can use that one there. It comes with the white, or it comes with this kind of like a pink. It's essentially pink is what it is. Put this guy on, it makes it a little bit more muted color. A little bit better. Just pops right on the end. Like, I never would have thought of that. That is actually a really cool design. I kind of like that. And if you don't want it poking all the way out, you can just pop it in one, and it's just one little layer there. That's a pretty kind of neat design, honestly. That threw me off a little bit. That was kind of cool. I'd never have seen that in a bike light or anything like that. How that's kind of neat, how that works. Like I said, I did not expect that when I opened this up and started looking at the accessories. To have it have little lantern pieces, so when you get to camp for the night, or you're, working on a project at home, and you need a little light to read from or to work off of, pop one of these guys right onto the front there, and you're set to go. And honestly, you can still use this as a bike light with like the white one on there. It still does a pretty decent job, and I'll show you guys that. I'll show you how that kind of works once we test this thing out. I'll show you how that kind of looks once it's dark, right? So pretty cool how that works. It's got a lot of different features built into this one little 1,000 lumen light. So I think biggest thing is mount for the bike. Obviously, it's got this little clip thing here. The clip thing just slides right on. They make the best release levers in the game for getting your light off. It is a actual physical lever that you pull, and it just makes it feel so good. You know when it's released. You're not fumbling with it. Works with gloves, everything like that. You just pull the lever, and it just pops right off. Really, really simple and easy. So you just pop this guy right on there, and then any 3-finger mount, just like so. Throw your pin through, and you have a light mounted on the front of your bike. It has a cool little lanyard. If you want to use that lanyard, you can attach that up to pretty much anything you want to use it for. But it comes with that lanyard for extra security, or to put on your wrist, whatever you need to use it for. So it's a bike light after all. Let's go ahead and turn the lights off. I'll show you how this thing looks when it's actually dark. Okay, so to turn this guy on, you just push and hold the button on the top. That'll kick it right on. This is going to be our low mode here. So the low steady mode puts out 100 lumens, good for 24 hours. Pretty decent light pattern on there. Kick that guy up 1. That's going to be our medium mode. Medium steady gets us 300 lumens for 8 hours. Again, gets pretty bright there, honestly. Kick it up 1 more. We got our high steady, that's 600 lumens for 4 hours. And we got our big boy here, our ultra high steady. That's 1,000 lumens for 2 hours. And that guy is pretty freaking bright. Say that. That guy is pretty bright for what you get out of a bike light. Now, if we go ahead and we come back to our low, if we go ahead and we push and hold this guy, it'll turn off and turn back on. That'll access into our flashing modes here. So this is our daytime flash. This gets us 300 lumens for 35 hours. And then, of course, if we hit it one more time, this gets us into that kind of the breathe mode where it kind of goes in and out a little bit. This guy gets us 50 to 100 lumens for 20 hours off of that. Pretty kind of basic on there. And if we go ahead and we just double click, that automatically, in any mode you're in, kicks us to that ultra high mode. So you need that extra visibility. The ultra high mode is just 2 clicks away on the front of the light. And then to return, 1 single click goes right back to the mode it was in. Daytime flash, need it to be brighter, boom, right there. Kick it right back into daytime flash. Works really well. Pretty kind of neat design they have there. So let's go ahead and go back to the steady modes. And let's go ahead and we'll throw this. I just want to see what it kind of looks like. It should work pretty good still as a bike light if we just kick on, or if we throw on a little cover there. So we got our little white cover here. We're just going to throw that onto the front of the light. So it definitely dims it down some. This is also on low. So I mean, let's go ahead. Let's just kick this guy up to ultra high. It still puts out a solid amount of light, and it definitely makes a difference. I can say that for the room. And we can even pop this out 1 more. Let's pop that out 1 more. Let's see what this looks like here. So it still lights up pretty good. The biggest thing is it lights up around it for sure. That's kind of crazy how much it lights up around the room with that little plug on there. It really spreads that light out. Wow. It is noticeable. Let me spin you around. I'll show you. It's very noticeable how much brighter it makes the room. So I mean, let's look over here. So this is with the cone on. with it off, with it on. Look at that. I mean, it's freaking bright in here. Even over here in the corner, you can tell it changes quite a bit with that cone on there. Wow. Who would have thought? I kind of want to try the pink one now. So let's get our pink one here. Let's do the same deal. So what does the pink one look like? Okay, it's kind of more of like your natural color, like your red light is kind of what I would consider that. You can really tell on the camera too how much of a red light that is. And it does still spread it out more on the sides. That's pretty neat. So it's kind of got a little red light built into it. Take it down. I just want to see what it looks like lower. That's pretty neat. That's actually really cool. Now I'll show you guys. See, you can see it kind of gives everything kind of a red hue throughout the garage. That's kind of neat. And yeah, if we just take this off, I'll point you guys over here. Yeah, it goes from super bright white light, kind of more of a reddish light. That thing's pretty cool. I like that. Gives you both options. That's pretty neat. So I mean, lighting wise, I think it does a pretty good job. I mean, I can see me pretty dang clear in the camera. Lighting, pretty solid. I can't look at the light directly. It's so bright, but it definitely works. It definitely provides plenty of light output. Definitely does that 1,000 lumens justice. You can see everything you need to with this. Like I say, these little lantern covers, pop that guy in, you can see the whole room. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that in a bike light before. Something really neat about this one. So really the Xiaoman 1000, it's a unique, kind of goes against the grain of what a standard bike light would be. All those different features, from the power bank built in to the little lantern top you can put on this to use it off of the bike in a tent, camping, at home, work, whatever. You can use this guy on there and it just does it all really well. It's really kind of neat the amount of features they've put into this. So right here we have the white version. They're gonna have a black and a pink version as well. That's right, you heard me, pink is coming out. So you have those three different options, so you can kind of pick and choose what you like. Personally, I'm gonna like the white. They just look different than most bike lights out there. Let's be honest. Most bike lights are black. The white's a pretty sweet look. Let's be real here. Even on kind of a green or a black bike, looks really, really good. So if you guys are interested in checking out the Xiaoman 1000 for yourselves, there's gonna be a link in the description down below. Check it out, give them some love. I appreciate Gaciron for sending me out lights so I can show you guys some interesting lights that, again, go against the grain of what a traditional bike light is. If you guys enjoyed the video, or maybe you learned something new today, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Love talking to you guys. Love answering questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.